one of the things I've been wanting to do, but scared to do, is get into running. And it's something I've always told myself I can't do, I don't want to do, I don't like to do it, it's hard for me. So I kind of want to get over that. And that's one of the main reasons I want to challenge myself to start doing it. And just to prove that I can, also because I know there's great health benefits and it'll help me burn calories and build endurance and stuff. But I think there's a lot more mentally for me in the challenge of taking up running. So I was going to join Fleet Feet and then realized A, I didn't have the money to pay the fee, and then B, running at 8 o'clock on Saturday morning realistically is not going to happen for me. I don't even get up by 8 o'clock, so much less to be dressed and ready to go somewhere. And I know some people say, oh, push yourself, and if it's worth it, you'll do it. But I also believe in doing something you know you can stick with and making it work for your lifestyle. So for me, I could easier work out at 10 p.m. than 8 a.m. So, you know, I know what works for me and what doesn't, and I'm willing to push myself, but also be realistic. So I knew that I probably wouldn't stick with that. And so I asked my friend, she was interested too, and so we decided we're going to make our own version of it and meet twice a week to work on walking and progressing into running. And, you know, there's so much information online, and I have friends who run that I can ask for advice. And so we got together last night and we did a half-hour walk and talked about it and made a plan of like what days might work for us to meet together and kind of made our commitment. So today I just went out and did a half hour. I followed the one thing I read off the internet, said walk 10 minutes and then take 15 minutes and do as many 30-second jogging intervals as you can to build up to do 30 seconds jogging, 30 seconds walking. And then the last 5 minutes you walk. So I did that, and only 2 of the intervals I decided to skip the 30 seconds of jogging and I just walked. So I think I did 13 jogging intervals of 30 seconds, which I feel really great about. The one thing was it kills my knee. It feels like every step it's like someone's banging a hammer on the front of my left knee, which I've always had issues with. And I am wondering how much of that is a mental thing to overcome. Yeah, or is everything that we experience a mental thing to overcome? I don't know. You know, I don't know how much is a physical reality, and I don't know how physically I can best support that knee so I can work on this. Mentally, I just kept trying to focus on the like pushing off, the lifting up. I focused on holding my abs, you know, trying to focus on anything but the impact down that was hurting my knee. So I was thinking of it more as like a lifting up than a jarring down, which I learned that trick in yoga before when I was trying so hard to hold myself up and I was focused that energy on the ground and the floor and how much strength it took. When I shifted that and started focusing on the lifting up of the other arm and leg, you know, if I was in side angle or whatever, and just focusing on lifting energy and the abs and stuff, the muscles that are working to do the lifting, it made it so much easier. So that's a little trick I learned, and I think that's a real metaphor for life too. If we focus on what's holding us down and how hard it is, it just seems harder. So let's focus on what's lifting us up. So anyways, then at the very end of my run, I pass Debbie, who I have seen, I know maybe, I don't know how long ago, 4 or 5 years ago, she took up running and lost a bunch of weight. And I see her all the time running up the road. She runs miles and miles. And so it's kind of cool. As I was doing my last 5-minute cool down, I come across someone that I know was transformed by taking up running. So maybe it's my turn. Hey, step, little steps, one at a time.